Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC P0462, indicates a low voltage issue in the fuel level sensor circuit, specifically within the fuel gauge sending unit. This code implies that the powertrain control module, PCM, has detected an abnormality due to the sensor's output voltage being below a specific threshold. The fuel level sensor is an essential component located within the fuel tank unit. It plays a critical role in providing the PCM with accurate data regarding the fuel level, allowing the vehicle's fuel gauge to display the correct reading. When the PCM receives a voltage that it interprets as lower than expected, it triggers this specific DTC and may lead to the fuel gauge inaccurately reflecting the actual fuel level, which can disrupt the driving experience. Understanding this code is crucial for proper troubleshooting, as it signals potential issues that could affect vehicle performance and gauge accuracy. The DTC P0462 is associated specifically with a low voltage condition detected in the fuel level sensor circuit, which is commonly referred to as the fuel gauge sending unit. This sensor is pivotal in measuring the amount of fuel present in the tank and is integrated directly with the fuel tank unit. The output voltage from this sensor should typically fall within a designated range. However, if it drops below the acceptable level, the PCM identifies this anomaly and triggers the P0462 code. This can lead to issues such as the fuel gauge providing inaccurate readings, most notably, the potential of reading empty when fuel is present. Additionally, components involved in this circuit, like the gauge control module, can also be affected by wiring problems or internal failures. Correct functioning of these components is crucial for accurate fuel level measurement and overall vehicle functionality. Several factors may lead to the triggering of DTC P0462, all primarily involving components within the fuel level sensing circuit. Firstly, a faulty fuel gauge sending unit can be the main culprit, which might have internal failures or be damaged. Secondly, issues with the wiring in the circuit, such as short circuits or disconnections, can negatively impact the voltage readings sent to the PCM. It is essential to check for signs of wear or damage in the wiring that could lead to a low voltage scenario. Lastly, a defective gauge control module can also be a source of error. This module processes the information from the fuel gauge sending unit, and if it has internal failures, this could misrepresent the fuel levels, contributing to the DTC. Understanding these possible causes is fundamental to effectively isolating the problem during troubleshooting. The symptoms correlated with the P0462 DTC mainly revolve around the functionality of the fuel gauge and can significantly impact the driving experience. Drivers may notice inaccurate fuel gauge readings, which could mislead them regarding the actual fuel levels in their vehicle. For instance, the gauge might indicate empty when the tank is not, leading to potential issues such as running out of fuel unexpectedly. Also, warning lights related to fuel level or other associated warnings could illuminate on the dashboard, indicating that the user should address the underlying issue. Furthermore, engine performance can also be affected, especially if the vehicle operates erroneously due to improper fuel level data being provided to the PCM. Understanding these symptoms can assist in quicker identification and resolution of DTC P0462. The initial step in addressing DTC P0462 is to ensure that the vehicle is in the on mode. This action activates the vehicle's electrical systems, allowing the PCM to begin its diagnostics. It is important to wait for about 30 seconds after turning on the vehicle to allow the PCM adequate time to perform self-checks and gather data from the sensors. This period is essential as it ensures accurate readings and helps identify any faults that might not be present until the systems are active. After this waiting period, you can proceed with further testing. This step may appear straightforward, but it sets the foundation for further diagnostics and ensures that the vehicle's onboard systems are correctly reporting data. Proper execution of this initial step is critical for effective troubleshooting. In the next step, you will need to disconnect the fuel tank unit connector, a 4-pin connector that connects the fuel gauge sending unit with the vehicle's electrical system. This disconnection is crucial as it isolates the components from the circuit, ensuring that your measurements and inspections focus on the fuel level sensor without interference. Additionally, it is essential to disconnect the gauge control module connector, which typically consists of 32 pins. This module processes signals from the fuel sensor and controls the gauge display. By disconnecting both connectors, you have eliminated potential issues stemming from one or both of these components, thus streamlining the troubleshooting process. Ensuring that these connectors are properly disengaged is vital for accurate testing and helps identify whether the fault originates from the fuel gauge sending unit, wiring, or the gauge control module. After disconnecting the necessary connectors, the next step involves performing an inspection of the fuel gauge sending unit, which is integrated with the fuel tank unit. Testing the sensor's output voltage is key here. It should output a specified range as per normal conditions. If the voltage reading is significantly lower than expected, it indicates an internal failure within the sending unit itself. To test the voltage, you'll need a multimeter, setting it appropriately to measure voltage levels. If the voltage is found to be low, or if there is no reading at all, this substantiates a problem with the fuel gauge sending unit, confirming the diagnosis related to DTC P0462. Therefore, it's critical to carry out this test methodically to ascertain whether the sensor is operational and providing accurate readings. This step is fundamental to isolating the problem and proceeding with repairs. The next step in the troubleshooting process is to investigate the wiring, specifically looking for any potential shorts in the circuit. The wiring related to the fuel gauge sending unit, particularly the fuel gauge plus line, must be thoroughly examined. This wire's integrity is vital, as shorts to ground can lead to the PCM detecting anomalously low voltage, triggering the DTC P0462. Use a multimeter to check for continuity and resistance levels in the circuit. If the wiring shows signs of being shorted or damaged, it will need to be repaired or replaced to restore proper functionality. Taking note of any deteriorated insulation or bent wires is essential in pinpointing the problem. Proper maintenance of the wiring is crucial as it ensures that all electrical signals from the fuel gauge sending unit and other related components are accurately conveyed to the PCM, preventing instances of erratic fuel level readings. In this step, the focus shifts to inspecting the gauge control module once the fuel gauge sending unit and circuit have been checked. If previous tests indicated that the fuel gauge sending unit and associated wiring are functioning correctly, it likely points towards an issue within the gauge control module itself. This module requires thorough inspection, since it is responsible for processing signals from the fuel gauge sending unit and subsequently managing the fuel gauge readout on the dashboard. It is important to check for any signs of internal faults or malfunction that could lead to inaccurate readings. If the gauge control module is determined to be faulty, it would need to be replaced. Ensuring that this module operates properly is critical for effective communication of data between the sensors and the PCM, solidifying the importance of this step in resolving DTC P0462. Upon completing the troubleshooting and necessary repairs, it is crucial to verify that everything has been restored to optimal functioning conditions. Begin by carefully reconnecting all connectors that were previously disconnected, ensuring that they are firm and in proper order. After reconnecting, perform a comprehensive test of the fuel gauge to confirm that it is now displaying accurate readings corresponding to the actual fuel levels in the tank. It is advisable to fill the tank appropriately and observe whether the gauge reflects these changes accurately. Successful verification processes validate the repairs made, ensuring that the issue resulting in DTC P0462 has been thoroughly resolved. This confirmation step also helps prevent potential misdiagnoses or overlookings in additional underlying issues related to fuel level detection. A preventive maintenance is an essential aspect of vehicle upkeep, especially to avoid issues akin to DTC P0462 in the future. Regular inspections of connectors associated with the fuel gauge sending unit and the gauge control module help to ensure that no corrosion or looseness occurs, which could lead to voltage discrepancies. Furthermore, safeguarding the wiring from damage, such as chafing against sharp edges or exposure to excessive heat, is crucial. Employ protective sheathing where necessary, and conduct periodic checks to catch any wear before it escalates into a larger problem. A proactive approach in maintaining these components can significantly reduce the likelihood of malfunction and enhance overall vehicle reliability. Understanding and implementing preventive maintenance practices can be instrumental in extending the lifespan of vital fuel system components. In summary, DTC P0462, concerning the fuel level sensor circuit, emphasizes the vital nature of sensors in modern vehicles. Recognizing early signs of abnormal sensor functions, such as inaccurate fuel readings, is crucial for preventing further complications. Following a systematic troubleshooting process helps pinpoint the root cause of the issue effectively, whether that relates to the fuel gauge sending unit, wiring, or gauge control module. After resolving the issue, verifying repairs to ensure accuracy is essential, as it confirms that the vehicle is operating within normal parameters. Lastly, adopting preventive measures not only prolongs the life of these components, but also enhances the vehicle's overall performance and reliability. Addressing DTC P0462 in a timely and informed manner fosters greater driver confidence and ensures safe operation. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.